once again to your YouTube channel ENC Educate. Last episode mainly concentrated upon the conclusion of a quest for a theory of everything, a profile of Stephen Hawking. The concluding part of the profile's notes we are going to write. Please let us write down the notes. The first question of the concluding part of the profile quest for a theory of everything is: what could have been the misgivings of Jane? Answer goes: while on a trip to Switzerland, Hawking contracted pneumonia and was left on a life support system. All these sentences are printed in your textbook in the last paragraphs. The doctors treating Stephen Hawking, him means Stephen Hawking, suggested a tracheotomy operation. Look at the spelling, a tracheotomy operation, which would remove his windpipe. It might save his life, but he would never again be able to speak or make a vocal sound. Jane thought her husband might die with this operation. That is why she said the future looks very bleak. Hawking would no longer breathe through his mouth or nose, but through spelling, please change it, T-H-R-O-U-G-H-T, not H-T-R-O-U-G-H-T, T-H-R-O-U-G-H, but through a permanent hole made in his throat. We will pass on to the next question. How could Stephen Hawking overcome his difficulties after the tracheotomy operation? The answer goes: since Hawking could not speak, wall-to-wall toes. Look at the spelling, wall-to-wall toes, W-A-L-T-W-O-L-T-O-S-Z. A computer expert in California sent him a program called the Equalizer. The name of the program he had developed is called the Equalizer. Sent Hawking a program, Stephen a program called the Equalizer he had developed. It would allow Hawking to select words from the screen, and this way he could continue to do his work even though very slowly. Now we pass on to the next question. Mention some unique ideas and paradoxes. Listen to the question. Mention some unique ideas and paradoxes put forward by Stephen Hawking. Let us see the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, seventh points. In science and with the people, things are often not what they see. Second point, pieces that ought to fit together refused to do so. Third one, you will learn that beginning may be endings. You will learn that beginnings may be endings. Fourth point, cruel circumstances can lead to happiness, although fame and success may not. Fifth one, two great scientific theories taken together seem to give us nonsense. Empty space is not empty. Black holes are not black. So these are 7 unique ideas and paradoxes put forward by Stephen in his book titled A Brief History of Time. The next question, what was Hawking's attitude to his disability? How do you estimate in a wider social context? Stephen determined to ignore his disability and exhorts others to adopt the same attitude. The disabled people are called differently abled people. A physical disability does not have to make you desperate and victim of sympathy. Then you can refer to the second or third question at the beginning of the lesson I gave you. Can a person be, that is a third question, can a person be judged by appearance alone? Justify your response. Napoleon Bonaparte, Roosevelt, Mother Teresa, Helen Keller, all these personalities we were discussing, they were with a little physical disability, but they became universal famous. Let us look upon those personalities as the balance of this answer. Now look at Napoleon Bonaparte. And before that we will go for Ludwig van Beethoven. So he was deaf. Deafness was his disability. He was a deaf German music composer, popular for his perfect musical composition sonata. He became world famous musician from Germany with the disability of deafness. Another one is Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte, French military leader and emperor who conquered much of Europe. But he was a dwarf, very short person. His height was 5 feet 2 inches and 3 lines. Then let us go to another personality, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Franklin Delano Roosevelt is the 32nd US president, was left permanently paralyzed from the waist. W-A-I-S-T, not W-A-S-T-E. That means his abdomen portion till his feet he was paralyzed and was doing everything in a wheelchair. He became very famous, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Think about Helen Keller, the famous or popular American writer. She was deaf, dumb and blind. She was disabled, but out of disability with much hard work and confidence, conquered her realm, became a popular American writer. And Mother Teresa was awarded Nobel Prize for Peace. She was very tiny, face was quite wrinkled like old and senile people and with dark eyes. But she did not mind about her physical disability. She worked hard for the poor of the world, picked up helpless people from the gutters of Calcutta and became the mother of poor of the world and was awarded Nobel Prize for Peace. So these are the examples of the great personalities from the world who made up their mark and became universally popular even with their disabilities. I hope that you have already written the notes and made a systematic study for your compilation collection of notes. So almost all the profile with the notes are completed. The next episode mainly concentrates upon the activities such as timeline of Stephen Hawking, interview and grammar items. All these things we will be doing with the exact answers and points. Wish you all the best. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.